This is QTV Nightly News. I am Udu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. During his ongoing Meet the People tour on Friday, President Barrow assured the people of Fonyi at a joint meeting in Kusamai and Kalaji of his government's commitment to advancing development throughout the region. The Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority (PURA) is hosting the 8th Consumer Parliament to promote fair utility services and address cyberbullying. The Gambia Fire and Rescue Services hosted an open day in Farafenni in the North Bank region to engage with local communities and emphasize the fire services' role in ensuring public safety. The Organization of Community Health and Rural Development Institute students in Mansakonko in the LRR held a cultural show and competition on Saturday to foster unity between the institutions. And in sports news, on Saturday morning, hundreds of elderly men and women and young people, along with fans of the Q Radio Sunyu Reu program and Q Group staff, took part in a 6-kilometer walk for health. Those were the main news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News and I am Mamudu Gajaga. During his ongoing Meet the People tour on Friday, President Barrow assured the people of Fonyi at a joint meeting held in Kusamai and Kalaji of the government's steadfast commitment to advancing development throughout the region. Osman Jatta, who is with the tour, and filed this report.
The president's convoy departed from the State House in Banjul at 3 p.m. Upon his arrival in Fonyi Kusamai, President Barrow was greeted with a warm and grand reception. A brief moment of silence followed for the playing of the national anthem. Welcoming the president, Alkalo Demba Jaju expressed his gratitude and urged President Barrow to provide farmers with necessary farm implements to improve their cultivation efforts. Lady Councillor Rohi Bojang advocated for increased support for women gardeners in Fonyi and also called for the establishment of a center for the disabled in the region. The chief of Fonyi Bintang, Mamadou Lamin Jobati, praised President Barrow's road infrastructure and agricultural projects in Fonyi. Yaya Jaju, the youth representative, praised President Barrow for fulfilling his promise to provide water and electricity to Kusamai. However, like previous speakers, Yaya Jaju urged President Barrow to improve the major feeder roads to ease movement within Fonyi. Hamad Ba, the Minister of Lands and Religious Affairs, advised the people of Fonyi to lease their lands rather than sell them to investors. Addressing the meeting, President Barrow reiterated his government's unwavering support for the people of Fonyi, pledging that the entire region would be electrified by the end of 2025. He also announced the launch of a 30-kilometer road infrastructure project within Fonyi. The meeting was accompanied by entertainment, adding to the vibrant atmosphere of the event. From Kusamai, the president proceeded to Kalaji in Fonyi Jarol for another joint meeting. Here, several speakers, including Alkalo Borisambo, Ibrahim Solo Sanyang, the chief of Kalaji, and Lady Councillor Sona Jaju, all acknowledged President Barrow's development efforts in Fonyi. However, they called for further progress in agriculture, road infrastructure, and electrification. In response to their concerns, President Barrow reassured the people of Fonyi that his government remains committed to long-term development. He further emphasized the importance of close collaboration between the government and citizens to drive greater development across the country. The president will continue his tour of the West Coast region on Monday, starting in Cloro. Osman Jata reporting for QTV News from the West Coast region.
The Public Utilities and Regulatory Authority, PURA, is hosting the 8th Consumer Parliament to promote fair utility services and address cyberbullying. Julian Jai attended and she now reports.
PURA's Consumer Parliament is designed to establish an impartial and effective consumer complaints resolution mechanism. The theme for the 8th edition is building youth resilience, ensuring fair utility services and combating cyberbullying. Jamila Tusaidi, Director of Consumer Affairs at PURA, and Jogu Elba, Director General of PURA, stated that the event has evolved into a crucial platform where regulators, service providers and consumers unite to discuss and address key industry issues and priorities. The directors of PURA reaffirmed their commitment to working with the authorities to develop and implement effective policies and laws to combat cyberbullying.
Consumers play a central role in shaping the services and standards we work to uphold, ensuring that they are informed, empowered, and equipped to make the best decisions regarding the services they consume is therefore critical.
As we navigate the complexities of our modern world, it emphasizes our responsibility to nurture young leaders in the regulatory sector.
Aliu Momodungom, board chair at PURA, says despite the authorities' ongoing efforts to keep operators vigilant, gaps remain in areas such as service quality and consumer complaints resolution, among others. Mohamed Jah, chairman of the Q Group, speaking on behalf of the service providers, emphasized that the event is not a platform for praise, but rather an opportunity for consumers to raise their concerns and find solutions.
And please bear in mind that although you want us to solve all your problems, whether technical or financial, it is not practically possible for any business to do that 100%. And that is why we are here as operators together to listen to your issues and your challenges, and together we can solve the problem.
At the event, most complaints were directed at NAWEX services, with issues ranging from faulty meters to unreliable water and electricity supply. Almame Jiba, National Assembly member for Fonyi Kansala, expressed concerns that since 2016, only one GSM operator has remained fully operational in Fonyi.
Immediately after the change 2016-17, 18 we start getting trials. Currently, I could say maybe the GSM which is much better is QCell.
Here is the response of some of the representatives of the service providers as to why that is the case.
We had an antenna at Canal Line then, it was working fine.
So you don't have it there now?
We have it there, we'll sort it out.
So this is something we have been working on. We know exactly where the gaps are. It is not something that we will be able to resolve 100% in one go, but in phases. But there will be significant improvement come the first quarter towards the second quarter of 2025.
Mohamed Jah, CEO of QCell, stated that QCell is committed to delivering the best services to its customers.
Thank you, Honorable, and I'm happy to know that we are the best network in that area. I just want to say that PURA every year used to do this coverage map for Gambia, where every operator's coverage is. And we used to utilize that map to, cover the gaps, especially in areas where none of the operators are existing.
Concerns were also raised about why Africell and Gamcell don't allow users to convert their credit bonuses into data. Here is their response.
The bonus that Africell gave you has a time span of 2 weeks and you can use it to call only. but not on data. You can't browse on it.
Gamsel, data, if you want to use it, you have to convert your main credit. But your bonus is strictly voice. You cannot use it on data.
The deaf and hard of hearing community also raised concerns about the free texting platform which only QCell had provided. For QTV News, I am Julden Yai.
From that story, now we will go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more local and sports news stories. Do stay tuned.
The future is now. With QCell's 5G network, experience speeds like never before with our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan. Get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for joining us. This is QTV News. The Gambia Fire and Rescue Services hosted an open day in Farafenni in the North Bank region to engage with local communities and emphasize the fire services role in ensuring public safety. Don Williams' story is narrated by Aldel Deli Campbell.
The open day started with a march past at Farafenni Senior Secondary School field. Fire safety is not taught in schools, and many fires could have been less severe. The theme, fire prevention through community sensitization, therefore emphasizes the critical role of educating and engaging local communities in fire safety. By raising awareness and promoting preventative measures, it empowers individuals to reduce the risk of fires, respond effectively in emergencies, and protect both lives and property. Educating the public in this regard fosters a proactive approach to fire safety, creating safer, more resilient communities. Sang Kolindao, the Gambia's chief fire officer, underscored the importance of the open day and reminded everyone of their responsibility in fire prevention.
This open day serves as a testimony to our own unwavering commitment to fire prevention and community safety. It is a reminder that through collaboration and education, we can significantly reduce the occurrence of fire and other emergencies.
Delivering the keynote address and declaring the day open, Alassane Tangara, the Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Interior, spoke on behalf of the Minister.
This year of today, celebrated under the theme Fire Prevention through Community Sensitization, is both timed and relevant to recognize the crucial role firefighters play in preventing fires and other emergencies. This Open Day is not only a mere ceremonial event, but a platform to bridge the gap between the GFRC and the communities they serve through exhibition, demonstration, and interactive sessions respectively.
Adama Sanyang, the Assistant Chief Fire Officer for the West Coast region, gave some words of wisdom.
What this signifies is that most of the incidents that we normally attend are because of lack of getting the call on time. This is why the houses will burn to ashes. If we can have the calls on time, firefighters will respond on time. This is why we made a demonstration of how house fires, they got burned, and then how gases, if they are involved in fire, how they can destroy materials.
Sonia Arup, president of the Spain and the Gambia-based Startup organization, emphasized the importance of supporting the GFRS.
Gambia is the smallest country in Africa, in the continent. It's one of the countries that receives less help from NGOs, the gratitude of the people, and the beauty of the country. So this is why from the Canary Islands, where my NGO is settled up, we decided, together with the government, to help the firefighters in the Gambia.
The importance of communities and fire services having a dialogue fosters mutual understanding, trust, and cooperation. Aldel Campbell reporting for QTV News.
The Organization of Community Health and Rural Development Institute students in Mansakonko in the Lower River region on Saturday held a cultural show and competition to foster unity between the institutions. Our regional correspondent Bakari Balde attended the program and he filed this report.
This first such competition since the establishment of the organization 16 years ago brought together students from the School for Enrolled Community Health Nurses and Midwives and the Rural Development Institute to promote peaceful coexistence through diverse cultural exchanges and performances, showcasing the Fula, Mandinka and all of traditional marriage ceremonies. Ramatulai Maro is a student from the School for Enrolled Community Health Nurses and the organization's president.
With certainty, the organization plays a crucial role from the school's level so that when they go into the communities as trained personnel, well informed on the significance of multi-sectoral collaboration, this will enhance quality service delivery and the promotion of health and development in the community. The cultural performance we are gathered here to celebrate and embrace was initiated with the objective of bringing unity, understanding and collaboration.
Mustafa A.M. Juf, a lecturer from the School for Enrolled Community Health Nurses and Midwives, said the mutual relationship between the institutions over the years has been good and further outlined how impactful this collaboration will be.
I am a graduate of CHN and my colleagues are graduates of RDI. We have been in the field, in the communities far and wide this country. But believe me, due to this organization, Community Health Nurses and Rural Development Institute students upon graduation always continue the collaboration towards community development.
Lamin Fofana, the organization's former president, praised the new executive for organizing such an important program and encouraged both sides to remain united.
Let's continue to promote our culture. Let's work together as students. Let's not see any difference between us. We have seen our able lecturer from CHN telling us the root of where OCHA start from. So it is not a today thing. I came there, I found it there, and I left, today you guys are there.
Ibrahima Jallo, a lecturer from the Rural Development Institute, gave the final result of the competition. The Mandinka were crowned champions with 91.5%. The Fula occupied the second place with 85%, while the Olof came third with 74%. The Organization of Community Health and Rural Development Students, OCHAT, was established in 2008 by students from both institutions with the primary aim of improving the health and well-being of rural Gambian communities and to strengthen the bond between the two sister institutions as trained individuals serving various communities nationwide. The cultural performances were informative, interactive, and educative, and judging by the audience reaction, much appreciated. Bakari Balde, QTV News.
From that report, now to sports news. On Saturday morning, hundreds of elderly men and women, along with fans of Q Radio Senior Rail program and Q Group staff, took part in a 6-kilometer walk for health. The event began at QCell headquarters on Caraba Avenue and ended at Leibato Beach Junction in Fajara. Ansumane Sonyasi was there and tells us more.
For many participants in the inaugural Senior Rail Walk for Health, the event was not only a fitness session, but also a chance to meet and interact in person with their favorite radio and TV presenters, as well as Q Group staff. As they walked the 6 kilometers, the atmosphere was filled with excitement and music. Along the way, Red Cross volunteers and members of the armed forces joined in, offering assistance to the elderly participants as they took part in various physical exercises. At the end of the 6-kilometer walk, participants gathered at QCell headquarters to thank the Q Group family for what they describe as their invaluable contribution to national development. Omar Let, an HR consultant with Q Group, speaking on behalf of the Q Group of companies, thanked the participants for joining the exercise and for their continued support of the Q Group. He reaffirmed the Q Group's commitment to delivering the best services to Gambians.
All this came about because of the cooperation we get from customers. In fact, the idea came up from customers. Thanks to the management of QCell, Q Radio, QTV, of course, the whole Q Group. But also thanks to our clientele, our customers who have a special liking for us.
Aissatou Jah, a fan of the Senior Rail program, and Honorable Binta Jame Jallow, the Deputy Mayor of KMC, thanked Q Radio for organizing the Walk for Health. They noted that the event not only provided an opportunity for personal interaction, but also emphasized the importance of physical exercise, encouraging especially the elderly to take their health seriously.
Gis nañ seen taxawaay si ñun waaw lii moom ku la ene wergu yaram jox na la lépp.
We would like to express our gratitude to the Q Group management and staff for organizing this event. We truly appreciate the outstanding service you continue to provide to our country through your work. The Senior Rail program on Q Radio is an excellent platform that is transforming lives. Through this program, we were able to learn and share knowledge, particularly on social issues that affect us.
Senior Rail Walk for Health. Te kontaan nañ torop.
I want to encourage everyone to take this as an opportunity to start exercising regularly. It is beneficial for your health and overall well-being. Q Radio and the Q Group companies present the very best of our country, and I urge everyone here to continue supporting them.
Suleiman Conte, a pioneer and co-host of the Senior Rail program, expressed his gratitude to the Q Group leadership, Q Group Staff Social Club, and members of the Senior Rail WhatsApp group, which includes over 700 members, for supporting the initiative. Conte also encouraged his colleagues in the media to use their platforms to preach peace and promote meaningful dialogue. Meanwhile, renowned physiotherapist Isandoi of Home of Relief also spoke about the importance of physical exercise.
We are the ones that are opportune to come to the radio and talk to the people out there. But then the Sunubus slogan reflects on the radio too. So it's like we are urging everyone. Our doors are always open. We are not perfect. And then people are always, welcome to give them their contributions. If they are happy, fine. But if they found us, going the other way around, also, they, we give them the chance to come and express their disappointment, or they, give us more ideas as to how do we structure the program to be much more better.
So I will actually give this the credit to the Q Group for facilitating this event for the elderly people to actually work properly and have a healthy and a physical and a healthy mind as well.
The Q Radio Sunyureo morning program is a very popular radio talk show that engages its listeners in interactive discussions on current affairs and social issues affecting society. Since its launch a few years ago, it has grown to become one of the most followed radio talk shows in the country. Answana Sonyasi for QTV News.
Well, I'm afraid that's it for QTV News tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.